So this is what the little end of my log looks like. Not very pretty, huh? And this crotch goes back probably 2 feet at least, maybe more. This weighs, what do we have, 15 right there, but this weighs a lot more than that, 29. And it's 14 foot long, and all he wants is a 10 foot 12 by 12 out of a 14 foot log with 2 foot of B, and the other end might have a crack in it. I'm not sure. I'm not pretty skeptical on the other end of this even. And here's the very butt end of the log. And that's well, it doesn't matter what this is, right? And that's 2 foot, but probably 2 foot, close to 2 foot. And all we need is a 12 by 12 out of the middle of that. There's the core, halfway centered at least. Got a big knot, big limb up there, huge limb for white pine. So it was out in the open for sure. It wasn't in the middle of the woods for sure. So we'll gonna see what happens. It's gonna be a rough one, but we're gonna try to get a 12 by 12 out of the center of that. And I don't know how big that is. You got one of those log weight calculators. It's just white pine, so it's not really that heavy. But it's not gonna be fun moving around. That's nice. That's nice. You know why they're called cant hooks? Because I freaking can't roll this. No, not really. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, where do you want to start on that? Yeah, so turn just a little bit more and I'll come right out in that V. I think that's where I'll start. Don't know why. Seems like a good idea. Tell me when. One man sawmill. So you gotta tell me when to stop rolling. Okay? Good? Come on guys, I can't hear you. Help a guy out here. Is that good or not? We're about 20 inches up the, not the deck, but the bottom of the deck down here. I could have rolled a little bit more. You could have let me roll a little bit more. 19 inches off the deck down here. And 20 off of down there. We'll raise it up a little bit. I would leave you down here and you could tell me when, but you're not doing very good at that. We'll raise it up a little inch and turn it an inch. That do it? All right, looks good. What the hell's rattling? Hear that rattle? What's happy about that? And we're gonna have to whittle this one down too. Not much I can do. Green pine, we're gonna have a little bit of diesel drift on here. As heavy as wet pine. Always think of pine is light. Man, when you got some sap in that and it's green, live trees, they're pretty heavy. A lot heavier than you think. Well, a lot heavier than I think. You know, you get used to lifting up a air-dried 2x4. Feels pretty light. But these chunks are not light. This is going to be a nasty 12x12. I can tell you that. I guarantee you that. Ain't going to be any fun. Spot we haven't even got down to in the middle yet. But I got to turn it because I can't go down any further. So if I go down any further, that's as wide as I can go right there. So if I go down any further, I'll hit all this. Even if I chainsaw that off, I'm gonna hit this knot. I have to chainsaw it, this, that, and probably something down there. So this is one of those that we're gonna have to turn, whittle it down up. So it won't be a square. It'll be a while before we get a square camp probably. So the next piece I take off will be right here. It's not a ton of weight, but I am gonna put that front roller down. And it's not gonna slam either, you know, I'm not gonna slam it over. Man, I can't see around me. Oh, I can't see what I'm doing here. I probably better take that off right there. What's that thing slipping? Yeah, I probably better not push it any more than that. Alright, let's level out the core again and see what we get. And this is going to be hard leveling out the core when you don't know where the heck it is. You know, you just have to take a guess. Should be 17, probably. So this end will have to come up quite a bit, probably, because this is way more than 17 down here. I just don't want to, you know, that's like 20, 22. So yeah, here's what I don't want to do, you know, is I'm not worried about running out of 12x12 down there. I got plenty of room for 12x12, so. And I got plenty of room down here for 12x12. That's not the worry, but I really want a centered 12x12. Pretty important. I don't want to waste even a 2x6. That's going to be close right there. Man. Oh, you want to hear me saying oh. Bounced right out. A square can if we ever get one. See where we're at. Hopefully we're right on. What do you think? 23? Man, that seems high. I'd put that at 20. Shit. That's a long way to go there. Look a little better? Maybe. Whew. Good long. But now we're square on this cant. That's about as far as I can get anyway. Man. All right. So maybe another inch. Maybe. Another half inch. I didn't figure that was a whole piece. see where we're at here. Wow, just right there, 6 inches off the core. So we're just 6 inches off the core right there. So we got to come all the way over to here. Is that the core? Yep, right there's the core. And we got to go up 6 inches from there. And we probably ought to go down 6 inches from there. And that's what we're looking for. Look how straight these lines are. That's what we're going for right there. Somewhere in there. So, down there. So we're just looking at a 12 by 12. And all the rest of this will have to be 2x. Any 2-inch I can pull off this, I'll pull off. That will be our square for, that'll be what we're going for the 12 by 12. That's looking like a real crappy 2x there. Did you notice we didn't have a clamp there? I don't know. Oh, you see that big spider? With a log this heavy, this big, clamping is not a necessity. But looking at this spider might be. Look at that dude. See? Pretty cool. That's going to be enough for me. Oh my God. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera or not. Okay. But if you look at where we have the, if you look at where we have the marks here, the blue mark, damn. If you look where those blue marks are, and now you look down the top of the log, you can see that there's too much wane in there. There's too much wane here to get this blue mark here. So we're going to have to, that pith is not going to be in the exact center, but we're going to take some boards off this side until we get down to get rid of that wane. So that when we have to shift that over, we can see how far behind we are. See how far messed up we are. How far off we're going to be. You know, in a 12 by 12, if your center's an inch off, I think you're going to be all right. And that's brutal. All right, let's see where we have to go down to here. We may just keep going down 2 inches till we get it. to 15, 17 and an eighth, 19 and a quarter. One more wasteboard, and then a couple 2x. Probably break right in the middle. One more, and hopefully we'll be there. That sucks. I think we made it. Yep, we made it. We're clear. But now our blue line will have to change. We took off an inch of that blue line there. At least. Maybe an inch and a quarter, inch and a half. Alright, I got 2 good boards to get rid of here and 2 shitty ones. I'll be right back. So you didn't record any of that? Okay, this is where we're at. You see that? I think so. This is the center, this is the core right here. I'll just tell you, we're only 5 inches off the core there. So we'll have to go down, our 12 will be down here by this blue line now. This will still be our 12 here. This blue line here will still be our 12. This one's good. This one's good. So our core will be an inch off in this one. And that's only because this side was, had too much wane in it, and I couldn't get it. So now all this wane will come out when I cut off this bottom board. And any wane that's left on that corner will come off there. But this is good wood from here. From here to there is all good wood, all the way down the log, hopefully. You know, we're going to there, it's pretty rough. So it's going to be just a 12 by, and that was a big log. Alright, we'll see what we get here. Okay, 12 by 12, wet pine. Let's flip this log again. Try that side. Because that side looks rough. Look at this side. Whew. Man, look at this. That looks rough, doesn't it? We just barely took that off. But, and there is nothing in this. Well, actually there is. You know, I can see a 2x8 at that end. It's only 6 foot long. And I can see a 2x4 or 6 at this end. So, but nothing's 14 foot long. Probably all the way down to till we get to 12. We won't have anything that's 14 foot long. And that's going to be rough. So we don't have to get off this wane here, all this wane. We don't have to take all this wane off. This is the wane we're trying to take off right here. And here's, I think everybody understands that. But maybe not. But I just think everybody does. So we're not concerned with taking this wane off right here. I mean, we will as we go down. This wane will come off, obviously. We're concerned with taking this wane off right here. And I'll show you what I mean. Okay. This wane right here. On this side, we'd have to go down to 12. We'd miss our 12 inch, 12 by 12. So our 12 by 12 is not ruined just because that goes down to 12. Because this is what we're concerned with taking off right here. Once we take this off, right here, and this might be close too, but this is what we're taking off. Then, once we get this down, we'll flip the log. We'll flip the log this way, and we'll saw off this up here, and that's where we'll take off this wane. All that wane will come off with the first cut. We won't have to worry about it. But I just got to watch I can't go below 12 here. Otherwise, I've messed up the whole shebang. We got a problem. So we're not concerned with taking off the wane off this side. That's just where I'm filming from. Take any more off this one. I don't want to take any more off this board over here because it's edged good. So I've got to get this one off so that I can get this one out of there. At least flip it over or get it out of there. So I want to kick this off. And I can kick it off under there, I guess. that's a whole nother video there. What are you gonna move your lumber back? We gotta move your 12 by 12 back, you know this? One by, easy. Two bys ain't horrible, ain't easy. But 12 by 12s, you don't just put a guy on one end of that and the other guy on the other end of that and pick it up. Run down the road. That's not how it happens. Alright, I'm gonna go get a stack for 12 bys, 12 inch. Get those for 14-foot stack and put that in the trash. And we're done, we got our 12 by 12. So we hit our mark here, exactly where, you know, right there 6, right above that heart is 6. But we missed it on this side. There's a little fat. We got an 1/8 of an inch there still. We got maybe an 1/8 of an inch there still too. Huh, we may shave her down. We may shave her down a foot here, but our 6 inch should be over here. So we're, you know, whatever, an inch and a half off the heart there. Because we missed our mark on this side because we had a bunch of weight. We had to take off over here. So in a 12 by 12, you're an inch off the center of the core. You're fine, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And you got a nice knotty white pine. That's a big pole. That's a big beam. Man, that's a beam.